Well, good morning again. I'm hoping that this time it's working properly and I can see everyone, that I can actually bring the comments up. Renna, yes, welcome back. I am back, but it's not bringing up your avatar and everything. Now it is. My goodness, technology is interesting, isn't it? And it doesn't pay to panic. So I didn't. But guess what? That took at least 15 minutes to clear cache, restart computer, and wait for everything to reload and bring back all the settings. So interesting. I think this show doesn't have any title, any description. It's just I came back on as soon as I could and didn't put in the description. For those who are watching, apologies that there's no description of what this is. It is actually the Daily LENORMAND card spread reading. I'll go back and edit the title and description later. But my goodness, it does take a time to reset a computer, restart, reboot. It wasn't a hot boot, cold boot. Those who know from old times what a boot is, booting your computer, you'll understand. So, and I am streaming out to good morning to Sarah. I'll just do the good morning. So it's Nat is here as well. Take two exactly. Thank you for popping back in. And Kay, good morning again from you. And Veronica, good morning. Oh, I love that little your icon there. It's beautiful. And try this again. Yes, Rachel, good morning from all the way over in England, or it's your evening. It has been a long time, hasn't it? No time see, but I love your avatar there. It's beautiful. A nice, more recent photo or something, is it? It's gorgeous. Kylie, good morning to you as well. And you've popped in. Is this the first one you've popped in for? Take two. Oh, look, it is the Daily LENORMAND card spread reading. It is the 12th of April today. I'm in, well, as you may have seen in the initial screenshot, it's overcast, Port Elliot, but it's bright and very light out there, which is, it's got a bit of a weird aura about it. So energies feel very strange. So whether that's something that's affecting computing, who knows? I don't think we're in Mercury retrograde. Anyway, we will keep going because this is our daily card spread reading. Oh, I said to Kylie, didn't I? We've got Kylie. Oh, that's why I confused it. Two Kylies, one under the other. Beautiful sunflower. Oh, I like that. Looks like a smiley face. Wonderful picture to have as your avatar. Fantastic. And the beautiful cat. Thanks, Myra. Thanks for being here. I am sending this out to my YouTube channel. My Facebook pages are Ros Boundy and Ros Boundy page, as in the profile on the page. I also do send it to mytimetv.live in Facebook, and I'm using the Body Soul app as well as a destination rather than the card reading group. I thought, well, I'd try the RTMP link again. Still not sure if it's working well enough. Oh dear. Enjoy the celebration of your mum's life, and I feel for you in the grief and sadness around that as well. So hearts with you there, Myra. And Carol, good morning to you. It was today. So what you had, so you're not in Australia, you're overseas somewhere. If it was today, and if you're still at it, I won't confuse anything at all. Just be present in the moments to enjoy the company of family, friends, and celebrating her life. Oh, good, we got an astrologist. 4 planets going into Pisces, Neptune, Jupiter. I can't remember the last two. Oh, it's tempting me now to actually go and open my Astro Gold software, have a look, see what's in retrograde. It's fun when they're in retrograde. Scotland. I've figured that you'll probably oversee somewhere there from that. Okay, let's get into the cards because that's what we're here for. They are lovely cards as usual. It's taken us a time to get here for it this morning. So here we go. I've got the Owl card that was sitting on the side. Because my aspect's a little different now, I've got the wider screen showing up, so there's a lot more space on the table. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. Oh, what a perfect card for you there, Myra. Isn't that beautiful? And such a gorgeous, soft energy around this owl. And I think probably because it's a lot of the blues there. There we go. We'll put him up the top. Oh, God, looks a bit scary. I'm going to put him to the side. The light from outside, because this is just natural light from the window that I'm using, like you can see, it actually is very bright. It's almost startling. So I probably won't do that then. And the cards, leave it there, that is. The cards, the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle, the one that we've actually got with us this morning is the Path card. So we are on the paths that we need to be. It's not always easy, but it is our path. And you need to actually be really believing in your journey. Each and every one of us, as our own individual selves, are certainly going to have our own individual pathway. Don't compare it to others. Just be you and be that is your best self, as the owl is suggesting. I'll try and put that there so we can see the picture best. Cool. There we go. And yeah, so right, that's correct. Good. Goody. Thanks for that. Now, we can see here that I'm using the Gilded Breviary LENORMAND deck. Sierra Marchetti's. I left that there because isn't it weird when you're so used to not having having a great deal of space, that when you leave a space to the side like that, now I've bumped everything. So that's the Virgo in me. It just looks too much space, doesn't it? So I just had to leave that there. So that's actually pretty good, because those who are interested in this deck of cards will now be able to just have a glance and know what I'm using. Here we have the birch broom and the whip in the home space. We've got the choices card, even though it's stairs. You'd think, oh, it's called stairs. It's not. It's the choices card in the workspace. We have the wonderful mature woman in the unexpected energies and space. We've got the tree. There you go, Sarah. We've got the tree for you again. So still present. Wonder if we're going to have further trends with the tree. That's in our role today. And we've got the dog as the central outcome card. I love having the dog there. And especially, I suppose, since a lot of my focus in the next week or two may be around dogs. My dog in particular. Good morning, Rosie. Lovely to have you here from Port Vincent. You're over at my birth territory. I was born in Millerton, so it's close by. Just to let you know that I may or may not be on some days, just depending on what my schedule will be around Peanuts. She has a lump that came up reasonably quickly on her leg. It's on the front leg, and it's been tested, and it is a cancerous tumour. So the next step is seeing a specialist surgeon vet in Adelaide to see what's next, whether it will be an excision, try to take the lump off. It's in a difficult spot, amputation, or wait and see, leave it and see what. It's apparently a grade 1 that's a slow growing. So that's where I'm at as far as Peanuts go. So I do have a lot of concern around my dearest puppy dog. So there we go. So very central to my thoughts and the emotions as well. Here we go with our birch broom and whip in the home space. So a broom is about clearing, cleansing, and getting things really spick and span in some respects. It doesn't have to be absolutely, what is magazine quality, beautiful, and all the rest. What I'm feeling is to tidy up, to actually get that process started on. I know we are halfway through into our autumn here, spring across the other side of the globe, isn't it? As far other side hemispheres, isn't it? The seasons. I still struggle to sort of understand the globe and seasons and time zones and all the rest, but I think I know it's moving into spring in America, Canada, all of that line, but that's Northern Hemisphere, isn't it? So I think Southern Hemisphere is all of it is in autumn. I don't know. Someone might be able to tell me. But anyway, it's cleaning out, keeping that moving, because that's what I see the whip for. Some might define that as being punishment and stuff like that. But I don't. I just think it's because I do still, every time I'll say it's like the stop whip, keeping things moving. So once you start, just keep the process moving, and it doesn't have to be in a hurry and, pushing things through too fast. It's just keep that process happening. So even if it's only, for me, I've got boxes out in the shed still. That's what I'm needing to at least start on doing 1 or 2 boxes until they're all finished and empty, so that all of that is cleared and cleansed away. Old energies are in those boxes, and it really does need to be dealt with. So in the home space, it could be that that's something similar that you're needing to do. So, or peanuts. I dare say it is going to be quite okay. It's just that, yes, Peanuts is 12 years old now. So, yeah, or Peanuts. And sending lots of love and hugs for her. Thank you so much for that. Oh, good morning, Michelle. Lovely to have you aboard too. So it is spring where you are? Yes. Cool. So in Scotland it's spring, so it must be it's the Northern Hemisphere things. And you're decluttering, spring cleaning at the moment. Yeah. I think that's the big message here, even for those of us going into autumn, who are in autumn going into winter. I think it's just clean stuff out before it gets into the colder months and it gets too difficult. So, because it can be. And where my boxes are, they are getting wet. So the bases are. So I've got to do that this year. I left them last year. I'm more than likely going to find some damage, but I haven't used them for how long? Sometimes that happens. But we still need to do the process. So we're shifting over into the workspace now. Because I work from home, it needs to be done. Here's my decisions. This is what I'm feeling it's saying to me, that I've got some big decisions around what I'm keeping, what I'm ditching out of those boxes. Some might have sentimental stuff that I really want to keep, and then you think, no. So the work part of that for me really is those big decisions. In your workspace, whatever you're doing that's earning your income, we've got the day and night type of decisions to make. So it really is that defined. So you're going to make them. Bring that intention that anything that you're going to make, even before you start to know that you've got decisions, just bring that intention, even if it's in a mantra. All decisions will be with ease and grace through your day. So if you put that intention there, it doesn't quite bring in that difficulty of choosing. It just, here's that defined line that makes it easy. And you're moving that decision into which direction it needs to go with ease and grace. So, and we do have in the unexpected, what we've got is the wise woman. It's that softer, more feminine energy, that is a bit more on that nurturing side, but with the understanding almost of the greatest mother we have, that in all that's the perfection of what you believe and understand to be motherhood in that respect. That's how I see this, feel this for us today. And it's going to bring in that nurturing. Here's this understanding, because it's from that left side, the feminine energies of what you're moving into through the days, with the assistance of that wonderful, wise woman energy. The same into the home space, because we are probably going to be needing some of that help. So she's there to do that and bringing the wisdom. The tree in our role, it is that grounding, it is that being fully present, and I don't know that I can shift that too much. There we go. That fully present with deep roots in the network of communication of Mother Earth. So here we have the epitome of what is the nurturing of Mother Earth in bringing that sustenance to these wonderful trees that are networking through that system, because they do communicate with each other, and all that nurturing that's coming from Mother Earth through to what is our life and into what we can be as fully as we can be in that, the canopy, the fruitfulness of the branches and the leaves protecting birds' nests and squirrels or snakes or insects, bugs, all sorts of things that grow the fruit of whatever tree it is you think you might be. Actually, what sort of tree do you think you would be if you were a tree? What would be your favourite that you'd like to be grounding into Mother Earth as? Really tapping in and holding true to that true nature of who you are. What sort of tree would you be? Interesting question to pose, isn't it, really? I'll just try and shift that back. And then what we've got in the center, of course, is the dog. It's that wonderful, loving, unconditional love, ready to play, ready to do anything companion. And I think because I've already described for myself, from my perspective, what that means for me at this point in time and for today, is like Peanuts now doesn't have to have the bucket on her head because the stitches are out and she's feeling really wonderful and free and ready to play a little bit, as much as a 12-year-old dog that's a bit overweight can do. And she does have to go on a diet. And it's for us too to be ready to share that unconditional love with those around us, to be ready to join in with whatever is asked of us or what we can ask of others to join in with us with. We've got all that we need ready to go and enjoy life. Here we've got the dog is holding the leash, obviously would have a collar on already, and the ball is there ready to play. Oh, there's the collar, I think. Anyway, it's all different. What does it mean to you to be ready and free as the dog here with that unconditional love? So it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? To see the dog there. I know things will all be well with Peanuts. I do have that knowing, it's the inner knowing. It is in the right hands, being able to make the right decisions with the right information. She's still loved. She still loves me. It's all of that. It doesn't change anything but the fact that her physical body is needing some attention. So, yes, that's what that is. And here we go with some of the an oak. So Michelle would love to be a big oak. So bring that energy into your day, that you're grounding into that concept of the giant oak, because they are absolutely huge and they have years of growth and wisdom within. Avocado trees, the beautiful fruits that are produced from those. And you're shaped like one. I think that's funny, Kay. I've got no idea what the shape of my tree would be. Yep. I absolutely. It's all shapes. One that's not pruned very often, I can tell you. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Avocado. Yeah, I'd like that. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'd probably be the lemon tree with branches all over the place, heavily loaded with lemons, because mine is out the back. It's so heavily loaded with lemons. Very appropriate, especially with your young son getting him through the trauma, what's been through to pass. Yes, what has been to pass. Yeah, wonderful. Heart with you. And you love these cards, Rena, aren't they gorgeous? Yes. I think it is really a good reading this morning. It's just so appropriate. I don't look at them and pre-read and look at the book and say, that this is what the cards mean, blah, blah. I do look at them at the same time as you do. I get into setting things up, and that's when I look at the card. So you are getting it raw from the source as it happens, and they are beautiful. So thank you, Veronica, as well, for sending love to little Peanuts. Thank you. She's hopefully going to be a littler too, because she's got to be on a diet. Yeah, at 12, when you've gotten used to a certain amount of food, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but she's up for the challenge, I'm sure. Thank you, Rachel. Night all, and love and healing to all in need. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, we all do need healing and love in whatever levels and places and spaces we may not even be aware of. So I'm very appreciative of that sharing. Thank you. And thanks, Michelle. And for the reading the other night, very true at the moment. Good job. That was fun. I'll do a little more like that, I think. Yeah, anyway, you'll have to watch on Friday nights, those of you, for future reference. They may change up a little bit, change around just a little bit. I did use the eCam into it. That's fun. So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here for our daily Lenormand card spread reading on we're Tuesday, aren't we? Tuesday, the 12th of April. And thankfully, with the technology working properly after having to reboot. So thank you, each and everyone, and for your patience and your love. And yes, I'll keep you posted as to how Peanuts progresses as we move through that little challenge too. So thank you, Rena, and everyone have a magnificent day. And from Sarah with love, thank you. And from Myra, thank you. Night to you too. Bye for now. Be the best you. Namaste.